Hey guys, welcome to Learn Feng Shui, where you'll learn Feng Shui from a classical point of view, taking out the myth and superstition. If you like weekly tips as well as fun folklore tales, you'll enjoy learning Feng Shui with me. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the celestial guardian theory. So if you've been doing Feng Shui for any length of time, you may have heard the term like green dragon, red phoenix, white tiger, or black tortoise. And, you may have associated these with maybe placing out a statue or buying an item that you can place somewhere within your home. However, this actually refers to the energy that surrounds our space external to our house. The saying goes that 3 full and 1 empty produce talent and a hero. So what this refers to is the way our house is actually situated on a piece of land and what surrounds us. So there are certain formations within our space and certain ways we want our house to be set on a piece of land that can tell us whether or not the house may be prosperous for us. So that saying, the 3 full and 1 empty, actually refer to the embrace, or what is called the armchair embrace of a home. So in the front, you have what is called the red phoenix. In the back, you have what is called the black tortoise. On the left, you have the green dragon, and the right, you have the white tiger, and all of them represent a part of your household. So what is called the red phoenix, looking at the front of our home, so taking a step, just looking out in the area that is around a front, is the area that receives and collects chi or energy for your home. So this is the area we really want to be open. We want it to be an area that's, not blocked by trash or clutter. We want to make sure the porch is swept, the light is working out there. You need sunlight also to get to your porch and your front door every day. You also want to make sure that, trees and hedges are all trimmed around the area, because this red phoenix area relates to your wealth and career opportunities. So when that is blocked, you're going to feel blockages in your wealth and career opportunity. So this doesn't have to be a fancy courtyard or anything special like that. Plants can definitely help to hold in the chi or the energy in the space, but you want to again make sure it's not blocking anything within the space or blocking your front door. So this is just, keep everything like trimmed in good repair and clean, because again, this relates to your wealth opportunity. If maybe you just have a parking lot in the front and you just have a business with a parking lot. This is my husband's business is like this. All you have to really do is make sure it's like kept clean and kept tidy, good repair. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but definitely having an open area in front of your space and having that red phoenix area clear helps to welcome in and circulate the chi for accumulation. So the rest of the areas around and behind our homes help accumulate and hold on to that chi. So the red phoenix brings it in, and the other 3 celestial areas help us hold on to it. So now taking it to the back and looking at the area that is behind our home, this is called the black tortoise. So this actually refers to the area behind us and the area behind our home. And what it does is it offers support to us, and it also speaks to our health. So this is the area that we want to make sure is not lower. If an area in the back is lower, it could mean that you don't have what is called descendant luck. Your kids may, not really have much to do with you when they get older, if this is a family home that you stay in for a long period of time, or it could refer to having bad health or poor health, and it could also lead to you not feeling supported in life. And so this is the same kind of concept. While we also want our back to a wall when we're working at a desk, or we want our back to, a nice supportive headboard when we're sleeping, it's the same type of concept. It's that feeling of support, and it also, again, supports our health. So again, we want to look and make sure maybe there's like a nice high fence line. We don't want too crazy a fence, because that is not good either, but taller than your, the tallest person that lives in your home. Maybe a nice 6-7 foot fence would be good. If the row of houses behind you is taller than your home, if not at least the same height as your home, that means you have nice support. Maybe there's a nice row of trees. Maybe you have some, brush and shrubs back there that are nice and tall. All of that can lock in also the chi or energy to your space, and it can make you feel more supported and bring better health and descendant luck to your household. So now we're going to look at the left side. This is actually the yang side of the home or the male dominated side of the home. So looking to the left, we want to make sure that the male of the house feels supported. Maybe you have sons, well, they're going to want to feel supported in life and they're going to want to feel supported in their career. It's said that when you have a good external features on the left side, that it supports a male household and it supports fame for a male. And so if they're looking to get ahead in their career, if there's a breadwinner, this is definitely an area of your home that you want to make sure is higher than the right side. So it can be higher with either a hill, maybe the home next door to you is taller or the building next door to you is taller. You want to make sure that maybe there's a row of trees there. You just want to make sure that it is the side of the home that is taller and more dominant than the right side. Again, looking outside our front door, looking now to the right, this is the area that governs the females of the household. This is the area you actually want to be a little bit lower than the left side. Even if it's a household that has, maybe the female is the breadwinner, you still want to make sure that the other side, the left side, is a little bit higher than the right side, because if you have a higher right side, a higher white tiger side, it could mean a variety of things. But one of the most important things we want to make sure we don't invite into our house is stress. And having a white tiger or the right side of our home higher than the left side can actually indicate that the females of the household, maybe they're more dominant and perhaps they work harder, they're more stressed out. So even if you're alone in your home, you're a single female alone, you're the breadwinner, it's still a good idea to have the left side to be higher. It's still good landform, so it'll still be supportive of you. That white tiger area, taking a look at what's there and making sure that it's a little bit lower. Maybe it's kept quieter. So this is the area, maybe you don't want to put your dog house. You don't want your dogs barking there. You don't want it to be overly active. It's just some things like that. You want to make sure it's like a nice quiet yin, and shorter than the left side, and that'll help also support the female in the household. So just keep that white tiger area clean and keep it quiet. Remember to consider this: about 70% of your feng shui comes from your external environment. So you could have okay feng shui in your home, but if your external forms and your external formations outside your home are good and they, have this armchair embrace, so-called, even if it's like buildings or tree lines, that means you could be receiving really good energy into your home. So you want to look for home, especially if you're on the hunt for a home, if you're having some issues. One thing you can look at is, is one side of my house like super high? Is there like a mountain next to me? Is there a hill next to me? Is there a set of tree lines on, in front of me instead of behind me? Is the front higher than the back? Do I see a mountain in front of me? Do I see something where it's not supposed to be? Another thing you can look for is to see, like, hey, are you having issues inside the house? Like, are you having some health issues? Are you having things going on? And if there is, look to your external environment to see, is there clutter or trash? Did you do a renovation you haven't cleaned up? Is there something that needs to be taken to the dump? Is there a stack of old tires out there? Know which side of the house it's on, if it's behind you, if it's in the right or the left, and see if the person in the household is having those issues. So again, if it's, a super high building towards the front of you, that means it's blocking your career and wealth opportunities. So there's some things you can look at like that before you start looking and placing statues and placing items out, because remember, feng shui is really about the way you receive and collect the qi or energy in your space, and everything in your external environment activates your internal feng shui. So if you have negative features on your external environment, there's not a lot you can do sometimes in your internal environment to fix that. So again, just making sure in the macro, do we have good landform around me? Is there mountains? Is there water? Is there radio towers? Is, things like that. 5G towers, are they real close to me? Are my celestial guardians correct? Is there a nice embrace? Do I have support more on the left side than the right? And do I have support behind me? And just kind of thinking about those things and taking those things into consideration can go a long way into improving your feng shui inside your home. So, and then again, looking at the micro and looking at directly in your yard and, around your property, if there's stuff that needs to be cleaned or cleared up. And now that we kind of looked at the external environment, I do want to mention you can use this same theory inside your home. So if you want to look at, the way your desk is positioned, and if you want to look at the way your bed is positioned, and even your stove, these are the most important features within your home. So looking at these key features, especially like if you work from home, if you don't work from home, don't consider your desk, but especially your bed, you really need the flow around your bed. Is it higher on one side? Make sure it's not cluttered on one side. You really want to make sure, that the flow is there when you are positioning your bed. So again, there's specific bed positions you can do, but having a flow around your bed and following the same principles as the external and, white tiger, green dragon, this armchair embrace, you can position your desk, you can position your bed, so use it and apply it to the same theory inside your home now. So I feel like we cover a lot of the zodiac animals. Today I want to look at the symbolism of turtles and tortoises. So coming to you from lovetoknow.com, I'll include the link below. This is actually kind of a cool article. It has all sorts of like feng shui, like little items. If you're into doing items and you like turtles, it talks about money turtles and all kinds of stuff. But I'm just going to read the article entitled Feng Shui Turtle Tips and Trivia. During the Shang Dynasty from 1766 to 1122 BC, tortoise shells were used for ceremonial divination to predict the future. The ancient Chinese believed that the turtle contained all wisdom of heaven and earth within its shell. Today, you can use turtles and tortoise along with feng shui practices as symbols to attract safety, wealth, and good fortune, it says. You guys know my thoughts on using symbols for good fortune. I really don't do it that much. But if you were into using symbols and you like turtles, I say go for it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. And I do want to touch on the divination. So one of the oldest divination systems is from Chinese metaphysics. It's called the I Ching. So it was one of the first developed systems they actually used to cast the hexagrams and read them in different ways. So one of the earliest ways they would find a turtle shell along the banks of the river that had been emptied out, abandoned by its former owner, I guess. And they would put coins inside of it. And they would shake the coins up and they would cast the coins out to then derive their I Ching hexagram and do the divination. So first, if you see a large turtle with two small turtles stacked on its back, that is said to represent 3 healthy generations and be a symbol for longevity. A dragon turtle sitting on a pedestal made of coins or ingots is supposed to give you extra money luck. And sometimes maybe it'll have a Chinese coin in its mouth. It does say here that the calligraphy on the coin should always be facing up. And there should be, if there's like a gemstone embedded in the coin, sometimes we'll see it in the center, that should also be facing up. A mound-shaped figure of a turtle displayed in the backyard or rear garden is supposed to be able to substitute for a rise or hill or a mountain on the back of your property. A landscape feature considered essential for safety and security. So this is one time I'm going to probably, if you want to put a tortoise, like I've seen cool tortoise statues that you can put in the backyard, but I will say that this is the time that I don't believe that it would substitute for the actual landform. So they're saying instead of having the landform and having a tortoise embrace on your home, that you can put a statue of a tortoise. I've heard this before also, and I don't agree, but feel free to try it if you'd like. It says here you can tuck a tiny turtle under your bed for a more restful sleep to help cure insomnia. For strong good fortune, use feng shui turtles made of quality materials such as beautiful wood and gemstones like jade. I've also heard it said that when you keep seeing a turtle or tortoise, maybe you have a dream about a tortoise or, things like that. You see them, you keep noticing the symbol, that it is a sign that you need to slow down and take it a little bit, things a little bit slower. So keep that in mind also. You guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to check the links below. I'm going to include a post to a LinkedIn article, I suppose, that was written by a gentleman. I don't know who it is. I just kind of saw it when I was doing some research for the podcast, when I was trying to look up some celestial guardian folklore, and it covers a lot of what I covered. And he does talk a lot about in showing you how to position your desk and how to position your bed using that same celestial guardian theory. So that's a really good post, and it's a really short read. Also, if you want to be entered into a drawing for a free Chinese astrology, the 4-pillar BaZi reading, don't forget to check the rules below in the description.
For a free energy mapping of your floor plan, please check the link in the show notes. To support today's podcast, go to learnfengshui.com, sign up for emails, leave a review, and share with your family and friends.